Alright, so some of you probably saw me posted the change my mind on the Hasbro Sentinel. So here's my thoughts. That Sentinel is way overpriced. $350 for a Hasbro figure. I want everybody to know I'm not disparaging anybody who chooses to get in on it. It is certainly a cool figure. It is a very cool figure. That's not part of my issue with it, and I don't typically step into controversy, especially in action figure stuff. But here's my thought. Hasbro figures, they're 20 bucks. I don't actually find most of their figures to actually be worth $20. They're probably worth 15 bucks at best for the majority of them. I stopped collecting Marvel Legends probably 3 years ago because I was so sick and tired of them selling us crap that was worth nothing. Now, they've certainly improved sculpt, but paint-wise, their paint is usually pretty crappy. And on this Sentinel, the paint's not really that great. It's not bad, at least from the prototype that we're seeing. But I feel as though the only value that people are putting into this is the 26 inches. Okay, so $350, does that get you 26 inches of action figure? If you look at NECA, and I know a lot of people don't like the comparison of, oh, NECA, that's crappy, they got terrible QC issues. Sure, they have QC issues. Marvel Legends have some QC issues from time to time as well. But as a whole, I look at NECA having their quarter scale figures, the Deadpool, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, those are anywhere between 16 to 18 inches tall. At 100, it started off as $100, and now they've brought them up to 125. For that extra, if it's an 18-inch figure, for that extra 8 inches, does that really count for a $200 increase? Now, I get that some people are going to say, but you're getting that extra figure. Yeah, that extra figure. It has a nice head sculpt, but the body is so, basic that it could be any head swap. They didn't have to do much for retooling aside from that head swap, or that head. And guaranteed, with Hasbro, we're going to see that head somewhere else. We may not see the 6-inch Sentinel head, the alternate that comes with it. The only other thing that I could see that may actually bring this thing to a $350 value is the tier 1, 2, and 3 pieces that unlock something. Who knows what it is, but if it's just another $20 figure, add another $20, and does that really bring it to $350? Here's my beef. Hasbro is a huge company, and I feel as though they are very much taking advantage of those of us who are collectors, who love these characters, who absolutely want to be able to have a huge-sized Sentinel in our collection. And they know people will just buy it because, oh, it's limited. It's, oh, look at this, we're going to do this crowdfunded thing. And I get it. Some people have thrown out some good points about, well, it's not really crowdfunded. It's more of like a special exclusive sort of project where it's limited numbers, and that's how they're going to be able to get corporate Hasbro to be able to agree to it. But they're calling it crowdfunding because they're playing on us. They're playing on the collector to believe that they need help to be able to put capital behind this. They have the capital. At 6,000 items, $350, that's $2.1 million. They can't front 25% of that with capital for just a small project. Yeah, there's retooling, but they probably own the factories. They don't have to worry that much about shipping because they have all of their shipping already agreed upon and dealt with. So that's not really a big issue. Now, shipping to individual houses, yes, that costs a lot because it's a bigger figure. So play that into it. Maybe $250. But $350 for this thing? I get it. A lot of you are going to buy it, and that's great. But is it really, honestly, worth $350 for a 26-inch action figure that, yes, has a lot of articulation, but the majority of those 70 points of articulation are in the hands, so the fingers, which is cool. But I've got the old DC Collectibles Bat Thrasher, he had all of his fingers articulated as well. And I think I got that for like 26 bucks retail. So even the articulation can't cost that much. I don't know how. So in the comments, as respectful as you can, because I'm trying to be respectful. I'm not going to be ripping on anybody for buying it, or for buying 5. I don't care. I get that some people, they're buying it for their collection, and I get that some people are buying it because they know aftermarket, this thing is going to go up to $800. That's fine. I don't care. My question is, and my point, is it worth $350 retail? Out the box or out of the store. It's not going to be in a store, but $350 for this figure. Not worrying about aftermarket values. Is it really worth $350? I just can't see how it can be worth that. You get Hot Toys, the Gladiator Hulk. Yeah, it's 16 inches. $350. But you get real paint, like real paint apps. You get like rubber skin. You get real detail. I mean, that's amazing detail. Yes, 16 inches, so if you put it to a 26-inch scale, of course, the Hot Toys is going to be worth more. But is it really worth $350? Now, you have to remember, the size of the figure and the price of the figure should not really be based off of the scale of the figure. I don't think it should be. The size is what really matters. So if it's 26 inches, it costs how much for the materials, how much for the tooling of the different molds that they have to make to be able to do this. Again, $350, is it really worth it? Again, I am not disparaging anybody. So in the comments, counterpoint my point of the HasLabs Sentinel is way overpriced. Counterpoint it. Give me reasons. And you know what? They can be objective of, it's my opinion, I really love the figure, or whatever that might be. I'm not saying that that's not valid. Give me, rational reasons. It's cool. I can't understand how this is worth $350. I get why Hasbro would do it. They're like, heck yeah. People will buy it. We'll do it at limited edition, 6,000. And here's my concern, knowing Hasbro's track record. Will they re-release it? And will the re-release then make your exclusive really worth $350? Because that's the fear that I would have, is they're just going to screw everybody over by re-releasing it, just like they've started re-releasing all of the BAFs. So when do they start re-releasing those? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Be respectful. I feel I've been respectful, and I get it. You tell the internet to be respectful. You can't tell the internet what to do. So it is what it is, but I'm trying to be as respectful as I can about this opinion. I just don't understand how this can be a $350 figure. Nostalgia, yeah, sure. Loving the characters, sure. But in true quality and value, $350. Not knowing what those unlocked tiers are going to be. If they don't hit that, I mean, they'll hit it. But if they didn't hit that, you're paying $350 for that and a 6-inch figure that's pretty well bargain bin basement nothing. So, sound off in the comments. Kind of excited and a little bit nervous to hear your thoughts.